Hey everyone, my name is Kiki and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an Ankara skirt with an elastic waist. It's super easy to do. If I can do it, you can do it. So if you want to see how I got this skirt, just keep on watching. Okay, so for the things you will need a sewing machine, but it's okay if you don't have a sewing machine. You can just use thread and needle. Any color thread of your choice will be fine. You'll need an elastic band. I have 1¼ inch. You will need some scissors, some measuring tape, and your fabric. I use 2 yards, and you can use any fabric you like. I chose this African print, but you can use whatever you have. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out my waist. And the measurement that I got for that was 32 inches. And I'm just going to write that down. And then next, I'm going to measure out the length of how long I want my skirt to be. And that came out to 20 inches. So I'm just going to mark that down too. And then next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my fabric out. And then I'm going to measure down the 20 inches, the length of my skirt. And I'm just going to mark that with some chalk. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So that way when I try to, cut it, everything's nice and straight. So next I'm going to get some cardboard. I actually had like a pattern maker. So I use that, and I'm just going to use that to make a straight line across. And a quick disclaimer, you guys, I am not a professional. I'm just a girl who bought a sewing machine, and I told myself I was going to make some clothes. So here I am. I'm a super beginner, super beginner friendly. So, if I can do it, you can do it, okay? So once I'm done drawing the line, I'm just going to cut on the line. I'm just going to cut my skirt out. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the casing for my elastic. So I'm going to measure down 1½ inch because my elastic is 1¼ inch, and I do want to just be safe. And then I'm going to press that out so I don't have to pin it later. And then, yeah, I'm just going to do that. And you guys, again, I'm using this Ankara fabric, but seriously, if you have like an old curtain that you love the design on, you can totally use that too. You can use anything you want. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to hem the skirt. So I'm just gonna create a rolled hem, and then I'm just gonna press that out. Again, so I don't have to pin it. I'm being lazy, I'm taking shortcuts, but yeah, this is what works for me. But if it doesn't work for you, feel free to pin it. Alright, so once I'm done with that, I'm going to go over to the sewing machine, and I'm going to just sew my rolled hem down. Now the mistake I made was I should have closed the skirt first before I sewed that down. But you know what, we all make mistakes. Just if you're doing this, just make sure you close the skirt first. But I will do that in the next clip. And it totally worked out just fine, but yeah, just for future reference, I'll make sure I do that. And then here I am. I'm just going to close the skirt, back stitching first so that it doesn't unravel, and then I'm just going to sew it with a straight stitch. Okay, and once I'm done closing the skirt, I'm just going to go around and I'm going to sew my casing. But I'm going to make sure that I don't sew it all the way. I'm going to leave about 1 inch, maybe 2 inches, so that I can feed in my elastic. All right, so now I'm gonna take that waist measurement that I got earlier, which was 32 inches, and I'm just gonna measure that out on my elastic, and then I'm gonna cut it. Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna take a safety pin and I'm just gonna pin it to my elastic so that I can feed it into my casing. And before I go too far in, I'm just gonna take a pin and I'm gonna pin the other side of the elastic to the skirt so that way it doesn't, you know, go into the casing and then I have to try to fish it out and deal with that. So yeah. Just make sure you do that. Okay, and then once I got my elastic all the way through, I'm just gonna put the ends together and I'm going to pin them, and then I'm going to turn my machine to the zigzag stitch and I'm just gonna sew those ends together. Okay, and then once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna pull the elastic through and then I'm just gonna sew the little gap closed. And once I'm done sewing that closed, I'm just gonna turn the skirt the right side and we're all done. And here's the finished look. It came out super cute. I just took the excess fabric that I had when I cut the skirt and I used that as a head tie. This skirt took me like less than an hour. It was super quick, super easy. It's beginner friendly for sure. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. And if you do try this skirt out, make sure you tag me on Instagram. The link is down below as well in the description box. Thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And until next time, please take care and I will see you in my next video. Bye.